Hello, this is Peter Stewart, physical and psychological information on how to get a better broadcast, podcast and video voice. Relaxation, hydration, how to write right, deal with mic fright, and help you read out loud confidently, convincingly and conversationally. This is Get a Better Broadcast, Podcast and Video Voice. On Twitter, I'm Tweeter Stewart, TWWTERSTEWART. And today, a brief bit on brackets, or, if you like, a pause for a part on parenthesis. You'll be unlikely to find brackets or parenthesis in news or commercial reads, although sometimes you might. These are clauses which may appear with brackets or parenthesis around them. Or sometimes with dashes, or maybe ... ellipses. We've spoken about them before. On other times, depending on the style of the writer, they may appear inside commas, for example. Now, bracketed phrases, or those in parenthesis, may appear in an ebook narration. So let's spend a few moments looking at these kinds of sentence structures and the influence that they have on intonation. So these constructions, words or phrases inside brackets or dashes or ellipses or commas, are like an aside to the reader, an added bit of information or clarification on what's just been said. Using them leads to a script which is perhaps rather more formal and flowery, and this naturally disrupts the flow of the read. Usually, such clauses can, with permission, be put into another separate sentence or omitted completely. Now, I've used several clauses already in today's show. So if you listen back, or if you look at the show notes, read them out loud, you'll hopefully either take a slight pause either side of them or drop your pitch as you read them. You may do both. Again, think of them as asides, but not complete sentences in themselves. Don't go down at the end of them as you have the rest of the sentence to finish reading. Let me give you a few examples today. The fire was, the witness said, started at about 5 a.m. Yeah, you notice what I said with the witness said is a clarifying clause and so can be dropped in tone. A couple more sentences from the same trial. The defendant, wearing a white blouse and blue skirt, entered a plea of not guilty. OK, her attire is new information and you can slightly colour white blouse and blue skirt with a slight pause either side. But that whole phrase in the parentheses is dropped slightly. Why only slightly colour? Yeah, it's new information, but it's not germane to the understanding of the story. It is literally colour, an added fun fact, if you like. If you left it out, it will make no difference to the sentence. Nothing will be lost in the understanding or the telling of the tale. Here's another example. The fire, which killed more than 500 pigs, broke out at old McDonald's farm last June. Well, now we've got a phrase in parenthesis, in brackets, inside commas. It's in the show notes. Which killed more than 500 pigs. But it's new information that's both significant and surprising. So this deserves to be coloured rather more, and with a pause either side as well. The fire, which killed more than 500 pigs, broke out at old McDonald's farm last June. Tomorrow in the show, how misintonation can cause misdirection. We've spoken about it before, and the fact we're doing so again shows how important it is. As Get a Better Broadcast, Podcast and Video Voice continues. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.